Vulcan Ladies Auxiliary started with Janet Kerr and Vivian Hanna. They were having a cup of coffee and toast, and they decided that something needed to happen at the hospital. There was something missing. Janet came from Saskatchewan, and she had heard of auxiliaries. The first meeting was called together October 4th, 1977. It was called the Vulcan Ladies Auxiliary at that time. We've gotten rid of that because we like to have gentlemen join. I believe the original mandate was to raise funds for things that were needed in the hospital and also provide comfort to the patients by visiting. They had a little cart that they filled with confectionery items. I think they had a newspaper and maybe a few paperbacks and that kind of a thing. They took the cart around and they visited. I remember Mom would go at 1:30 and she'd be lucky if she'd be home by 6 o'clock. And they all took turns on a rotation. So they would get a list of items that was needed and they'd work away at it. And they had to work hard for their money. They raised the money and took care of whatever had to be. And thanks to Dennis Gooch, he built us a lovely display cabinet, which is out by our tuck shop now, where we could put our knitted items and store a few things so we could sell things from there. So of course that added to our income. The auxiliary literally came out of the closet. We had the little corner closet down by where long-term care is, where the dining room is now. Came out of that closet to having a trolley that went around to the patient rooms to the tuck shop that we have now. Brenda Brent gives us a wish list and we try our best to fill that. It takes us a while sometimes, like the ceiling lifts now that we're working for, they're $5,500 for one. That's a whole lot of knitting and crafts and clothing to sell to do that. We get donations in memory of people, and then we have our bazaar and our garage sale that people support by bringing stuff, and then they come to the bazaar and support that. The bazaar is usually the first Friday after Remembrance Day. It's a mere $5 that goes towards Proudfoot Scholarship Fund. The garage sale is the Saturday after the May long weekend. And everything's priced really reasonable. We appreciate the community's support, donating a lot of things, and we sell a fair amount of stuff. We've got a membership now, 28, with associate members of about another 8, and we're booming. And the fun we have is just, it's special. We were at a bazaar and Janet Kerr had made some butter tarts and they seemed to be quite popular. And what had happened is, in air, she had put some rum in these butter tarts just for the ladies that were working so hard serving. While in air, they had gone out to the public. And this one table of church ladies happened to get these butter tarts and they wanted to know if there was more of them. So that made us kind of interesting chuckle over that. We've made some great friendships and we're all there for the same common goal. A perk of the auxiliary is we do get to go to a conference somewhere in Alberta. It changes each year. We have recently gotten some newer members in the last, now I'm going to lose track of time again, 5 or 6 years or whatever, that have recognized, picked up on the passion. And it's just wonderful because they work endless hours trying to make it the best that it is today. Talking more about community and how the community has invested in the work of the auxiliary. They have been there since day one. Any of our bazaars, any of our fundraise efforts, we've had great support. It doesn't matter if we've had blizzards, so that's support. Quite often we'll get people that come into the tuck shop to shop, and on a daily basis they just thank us for all that we do, and they'll say how amazing this is, that you don't get this in big city hospitals. And we do all of this for the residents, for long-term care, adult day support, and our acute patients. And the joy of it is going around and delivering these on the special occasions, and to see the smile on someone's face is just, it's that warm and fuzzy, and it makes it just so worthwhile.